bagamba mazima bino tubibagamba nti twagala oba balabisa. We want you to better your path. Do the right things. Ebintu bino bitagenda babumaganya. Oba okitegeera tetubyogerako kibalabisa oba someone said labono Malaya. I laughed and said omanyi. Did you see that comment?
No.
A man. You didn't see it.
He should have told me and I delete it. There are so many comments.
It is there. Nzojja kumpita Malaya naye. I am working hard to raise your children. I am working hard to look after these kids so they do not lack go. But you do not advise them well. Someone is working and saying the truth, and then you're so bad mouthing them, calling them things, writing comments. It is not right. But wherever was it, to such a man just grab a clips. Now would it is a emboss waiter, yes, would it is emboss waiter way to so then you can comment. Then Muriambe Kobasajabana Mokuera better. If you're a better man, you're looking after your family, you're doing the right things. Musajamuno advising it. Amazima. Temobale Kededa Kubanga Bongera Kuswaza Chitwande Chisaja.
Conversation was very nice. I love the seriousness of the conversation because you really think deep, but on like a lighter note. In the same book of Irene, if you have a girl, yeah. So she talks about elongation or labia elongation. In your mind, in this day and age, would you talk to her like? Do you even have to get into that business of moving on with her life? Or you talk to her, by the way, there's this thing, you can choose to do it or not. So what if they ask you? What if she asks you? Because they always ask, but because at school, then I talk to Jerry. And about blah, 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 blah. Entengo those days black streets so I'm wondering you no man are you gonna engage her in that conversation or when she brings it up you can always say you know what make your own decision. I don't know what to think.
I'm going to give you you said on a lighter. I'll not give you a lighter note. I'm going to give you this because I'm in the same situation right now.
Welcome to Love Live. Ellah, tulese abasinga mumanyi ku YouTube ntiro mulaba Bampita. Ellah. Outspoken.
Tunyiziza abantu omwaka guno.
I know, right? Mubanyiza tunokubera ku channel ya omulala omukyala ali outspoken. Nkibeera wali. You know. Welcome to Love Live.
Thank you guys for having me once again. Ellah is my name. It is always an honor to be on Love Live.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Really?
When basikule dodo obula, I'm always with Bina.
Just that I don't want Pax to do this, guys. But
Pax Mama wandi baddo chikola because apparently
you don't mind.
I don't mind. There's a time as with Bina said
I love like I don't know how you got this confidence. But wow.
Women have been saying, single mothers have been saying, by representing Abantu.
Hey, that's what they were saying.
I don't know how they want me to represent them, but one thing I can always tell you, be on top notch. Do not give up. Look nice. Go out. Spoil yourself.
Self-love.
Self-love.
Nera bagamba nga ebifaananyi bye tukubanga tuli ku radio 4 ebya poster. Mbu you look sad. Very sad.
Probably that was sad or maybe, but I'm not a sad person. Me, I'm a jolly person.
Single mothers babeera jolly,
beautiful. Nga tubeera very nice. Nga twetwala out. Nga twepaako.
Nga te n'abaana.
N'abaana.
Ne mubalabirira.
Me, when I take my kids out, usually people ask, Lozana, where has daddy packed? Yes, but I'm doing it alone and I am okay. And we are fine. Abaana temulina kubanga mbalaga ekifaananyi nti because dad is not here you cannot just like this, you cannot go out. Today I've actually been happy. Have you noticed so many men out here with their children? Is it because it's back to school?
Yes, it is. I like the fact now if baali batukolawo batyo like the parents nga batwala abaana ne banyumya nabo. You know, like bagamba nti when you take a child n'omutwala ebweru they can open up. Unlike when mubeera awaka ne mulya mwenna.
We usually do that as women, but you know, seeing men with their children was which is a gentleman that just left with his daughters.
Yes.
Yeah, and then this other gentleman with his kids is something. Yeah, men should actually adopt to that more as well, not to leave it to only women. Abasajja atanyo bikola kulekera abakyala responsibility yokuba going okumanya abaana kye beetaaga. You can also go and take them shopping.
Yeah, muna incidentally ne gundi ne mu hospitals ennaku zino baami be batwala abaana I don't know kikyuseemuko.
One of our single fathers. Abasajja balina okuba nga bongera okukiteekamuko nabo akajanja. If you're single fathers, it's okay. If you're doing it together, and you know, of course there's some men we are raising the new generation of good boys. Omukyala omurespectinga, omukyala omulabiriranga, ffe bwe twandyagadde okuba nga tubalabirira, of course tubakuza tubalaga omukyala is priority. So when a woman gives birth, asobola okuwummula and see a man doing everything, looking after the baby, putting the diapers and everything. Yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah.
So they always say most. I don't know why up to now for thing. I even saw it like in some like a comment again. Most single mothers are bitter. So they always tell men, avoid single men. Sorry, single mothers, avoid single mothers. But I don't know why they always generalize, not knowing that it's actually some, maybe most. So by the time you tell someone, I have a child or I have children, that's the notion they're putting out there. Like, but single mothers are bitter, single mothers, they're actually relating to this other story that was trending of this MC.
MC Government.
The lady was a single mother too. So whatever happened, I don't know the story, but then they started again. You see, we told you, single mothers are bitter, single mothers are bitter. So my mother, I'm like, Ellah, as a single mother, you never tell us about your story. Yeah. How do you collect yourself and move on and accept that? It will never, okay.
It will not work.
It will not work. Maybe you're in the moment, but you have these kids, maybe you don't have any financial support. How do you collect yourself as a woman?
It's hard. For me, I think I will tell you, Jodo, being a single parent is
Yeah.
it would, I think it's the right word I would say. But if you find yourself in a situation, first and foremost, you must learn to let go and accept and heal in the situation. If you do not heal, you keep anticipating, thinking maybe this person might actually come back. Man, when a person walks out on you, leaving their child behind, or actually I see most times if you have failed to cooperate and work out together and this person has blocked you, heal, accept, and move on. Because being bitter, you don't know composing, and I don't know how to get the right word for it, but compose yourself and do not bring your bitterness from wherever you are coming from to the children. Or kumanya nti ndi waka kati n'abaana ebyokubulimbirade byakulimu, or perhaps maybe as trying a new relationship guy nangana. And you know most men ajja nakukwana nakubuza now, like me, Ellah. There's a guy I met ngambuza, are you okay? Do you have kids? I was just out alone. Nemugamba, yes, I have kids. Nangamba, no, you're lying. Nemugamba, I have kids. Nangamba, if you have children, I'm going to give you 200,000 shillings for each child you say is yours, because you do not look like a mother. Nangamba, I have a wife. She's also a cesarean mother. But omchala yageja nnyo. I don't know what they do or what. Nenga, it is honestly obvious. Nti mama, nenga, he's actually with his wife. Nti obachala batukisa ne bechawa. Ne chawa nnyo. Naberanga all the bitterness agenda driving their wakao. So these men also come out here and they explain their situation. Yeah, so this guy apparently finally met my kids and he gave me 400,000 because he couldn't believe I had 2 kids.
Wow.
So it
Quick
comes
money.
back to, yes, it comes back to composure, accepting yourself until this person has walked out. No sigalanga, olina emirembe gyo n'okola ebintu byo ng'okimanyi teri agenda kukuyamba.
But then you talked about healing. Healing, what should they do when it comes to, you have to first heal? Somebody may not know what techniques one can use or tips. Maybe you could share tips on how one can heal. Do they see a shrink? Do they take the children to grandma and then maybe stay alone, go out drinking? Others think when you say healing, go out party, crazy.
No. If you cannot afford a counselor, find someone to talk to. We heal from talking to people. Olwo omukyala yali lubuto. Guy namuleka mu nyumba nga mugambye we are shifting. Namugamba but you cannot fit in this car because it's very small. Kangende n'omwana tugenda kudda tukishime. This chick kept waiting. Guy teyakomawo. But after some time he called the girl's mother namugamba me I'm fine, don't look for me. Do you know how it feels? Omuntu nga muzito omulesa China, you've packed everything out of the house n'ogenda. This chick felt like she wanted to kill herself. She just sat on a border. Randomly, with that, lucky enough, yafuna musajja wa border nga mukulu. Namwetoloza naye tamanyi gy'alaga. So, because it was too much for her to say crying, her border nga yeebuuza kicenge, like nkutwala WhatsApp, they sat. Namunnyonnyola ne boogera. She was able to pour out everything to this man. Yalinga Katonda we. Namugamba, no, what you're doing is wrong. Let me take you to your home. She didn't even have money. The guy offered. Omanyi Katonda akoze omuntu
Yes,
so she felt calm. Eventually, Ellah kyayogera n'omwami oyo ne bwe yazaala. N'agamba nti I was going to kill myself and kill the innocent baby in my stomach. So always find someone to talk to. If you cannot afford a counselor, find somebody to talk to, even if it's not family, because family judges us. Abantu baseka, your friends can be there, ne batandika okukugea, nga tomanyi ani gogenda kugamba. Find somebody to talk to. Find peace in the situation. Go to church. Go to church. Kyowulira kyoyagala okwogera nga omanyi bw'obeera in that situation, you feel oluusi Katonda maybe akulese. You just talk. You don't have to find let me give the question. No, you just talk because God is always there. Just talk. Just pour it out. If you need to cry, cry it out. Bw'okaaba wulira ng'okkakkanye. Kyonna ekibadde kisinga okutta okkakkana. But the more you keep that anger in you, you're going to hurt yourself in the entire mix. Yeah. So talk to somebody. Wotandika okubanga now you feel you are a bit calm and you can step out a bit, go to church. If you can afford to sit out, maybe alone, go and see people. Sit out. Go and look at the birds. Eventually, Jackson okufuna ekiddako.
But then those are soul searching over. Tetusobola kwekolamu ka audit.
Kati soul searching?
Newekola ka audit n'ogamba n'olaba your strength, your weaknesses, how do you move
in the process awo byonna bitandika okudda. Yes, they come back reflecting because you cannot sit alone and not think. Somehow you think about something and you're like, why did I mess up? How was I moving? How was my life? Because you're alone, you start to think about things. Not only when you know where it is. If you are not working, you start thinking, okay, maybe can yeah, because when you're alone, I always tell people, the best advice can come from your head.
They also said abantu abagenda ba psychiatrist or ba counselors, they never say the truth. Ekibaawukanya.
Exactly. Ate naye nyino jamugamba byoyagala awulire. Togenda kwogera kituufu ekibaddewo. So, but when you are alone, togenda kwerimba.
No.
You will remember, I have this person, I did this, I think maybe I was bad here. Teweesalira musango, but you can work on yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
You can better yourself.
Yeah, you can better yourself.
That's true.
Yeah, and then this other thing I wanted us to talk about, really, is when we move on from relationships. If you're lucky, yes, me, I'm a single parent. I don't think I'm ever going to get into another relationship, a serious one. I don't see myself getting there, but I don't feel like it. But if you get a chance and you go into another relationship and find somebody that loves you, no genda n'abaana, be very careful. Banange mulekerawo okusuulayo gwa nagamba ne mulekerera abaana. They go through so many things. Oba sinakindi, when we go into these relationships, tutuuka ekiseera ne tuba nga tusuuliridde abaana because ono omukulu yakuyisa bubi, ono ofunye akuyisa obulungi. You start putting your anger to that child. You understand? Omwana n'akula nga apresentinga, omwana n'atandika okukula kati these are stories we're seeing now. Bagamba nti omukulu tasobya naye bw'otuula wansi n'owuliriza abantu bangi abadde ne depression tasobola kwogera ku mama because how will the society look at me? Bakwata script mama tasobya in Buganda you're supposed to talk about ebintu ebiri mu nju, abantu bosanga balina depression. Oba okitegeera yes, because you've moved on, ofunye omusajja omulala, ozadde abaana abalala, tekikukakatako kusuula buvunaanyizibwa bwo nga maama. Still ono omwana mu accepting omusigaza mwagale nga bw'oyagadde abaana abalala bw'ofunye eyo gy'ogenze.
Mpozi n'ekirala kyendaba like mulimu ba partners abamu, what do you do in a case nga partner tayagala obeere n'abaana? Ennaku zino bagamba nti okutwala omukyala ng'alina omwana n'otandika okulabirira omwana w'omulala nga tata we nga mulamu.
I was talking to a friend yesterday.
Yes.
Ng'ali mu kunnyumiza n'angamba nti abakyala tubatya nnyo ennaku zino because you are going to be with me onjagale naye ng'ate you double dealing. You're with me but ochaddayo ewe your school fees, and apparently they say when these women go back to pick school fees, so many things happen in the mix. Nemugamba twakimba mwogerako ekyo kyokka ekibi. Maybe they are co-parenting. Maybe omwana ayagala okulaba abeeri ewaabwe. Me, I would think if you have moved on from that relationship, find a person that's going to go between you. And your cousins or your sisters, baleke bagende, babeere n'omwana we bamutwale. Yeah. So si kibi nnyo nga bwe bakireeta. And abasajja tebaagala kutwala bakyala balina baana bagamba nti I have kids. After everything you have chewed, you know we cannot be together. That's why me, I cannot go back into another relationship. After you've chewed, then you start saying, you know we cannot be. Kyekyo abasajja babatta.
Nze ndowooza the most painful part is ngoma ze n'omu introducing mu
baana. Nanga okubanga la nti obuvunaanyizibwa kati obutandisa okweyongera naye nga before he saw, before he ate, before he got satisfied, he was really pursuing you.
Era ekyo bakiba kyabatta.
Bakyabatta.
Like this story of this lady, they went on TikTok, yeah? Like relating to what you're saying. I don't know if it was a true story, but Yagami, check it, she was single mother. Never day in Havana, but moved on into another relationship, go get the Comoabu. So this one went back to the rich man. Said, if you want school fees for the kids, I need some. So now she said, okay, I don't know how long it was, but they did whatever they did, and now she's pregnant. Pregnant obviously, I you mwana wani, a rich man. That scenario, should I tell this poor man? I think Abantu paper and those strong jails. People in the comments are still very touching about Mama. We never find a single mother. I want to chat away after. I hate such things. So in my mind, I'm like, in such a scenario, like, do we blame the man? Do you really have to sleep with a man, the father of the kids, because you want to help your kids? Okay, your kids will take them to school to get money from this man. Do you really need to do that? To go that far?
Let me
Whether
see.
you're in a relationship or not.
Let me see if I understand you. Is the rich man the father of the other children? Is it?
Yes.
So she was.
They broke up and then went to the poor man. This one moved on to the poor. Even I think the man also moved on. And like something you said of like Kubanga, a single mother or they go to collect money or school fees. This way. So this lady came up with that story now, and now this one is saying, before giving me money, I don't know, can be
Mujemu.
so Kubanga, I want to the single mothers. Abasajja bwakiri baafa ng'olishuwa nti baafa. So do you have to do that really just because you want to? Is it, are you trying to help your, okay, or future kids? What is that? Like, do you really need to sleep with that man? Never want to be innocent, never to innocent. Is it a must to sleep with that man? Whether you're in a relationship or not?
It comes back to integrity. Now, me, I think, ideally, I would be honest, I think that person had not even moved on. Omanyi, there are these people that come into our lives at that time, na making of feeding anti muna enkwagala, naye nga gwe tonaba kuhidinga okyayagala kituufu okuddayo eri, naye nga tetakuwa bye weetaaga. Oba okitegeera kye nkugamba? Kubanga abazzeeyo omusajja oyo. Oba okyalina omusajja, oba okyalina love y'omusajja wooli.
With me, I'm not giving you money for these kids.
I will not come back and pick that money. Me, Ellah.
But then the kids have to go to school.
I will struggle my way. By the time I walk out on you and you're not willing to send that money to the school, and that's the one about in a records. You know the school name, Omwana Jasomeda, send the money there. If we have broken up, I think we should cut all the ties. Nyini byebisinza okwongera obusungu mu bantu n'okubanga bajjajinga abantu differently. Okitegeera. Nze wonna jja ne nkugamba, okay fine, I am moving in with you. Let's imagine the father of my kids has come back now, ayaga kubeera n'abaana. You walked out already and left. This person has been doing everything for us. Yeah, dabadde talina maybe kyatuwanya kiryawo, but the fact that he accepted me with your children, badde embeera nabo, why would I stoop so low to come back to you?
The things that single mothers Bambi do to, like the sacrifices that they do for their children. Because Katugoyogera, you have a job. Now you imagine you don't have a job.
I was there for 8 years without a job, Bina. I went through different things. There is a man that will come and want to be with you.
Someone will say, "Chitoshatwala dakiika 5."
That is desperate. Ndozo kiwulira tawo kye kife nnyo ate oba nze ŋŋendako n'atalina taata w'abaana ne ŋŋamba okay kati nfuuse because already wansuulawo oba ka ŋŋende na stranger naye n'ompisamu ebyo byonna nfunye omusajja omulala and now you're literally disorganizing my new relationship.
Nga tebannaba kufuna that they haven't yet gotten naye ng'ate they need many single mothers, a few of them or some that I've had, they do it and then have school fees for their children, but they make sure they don't conceive.
About now moving on, then do not lie to this other person until you stay single wherever you are, then meet for the school fees, but do not lie to someone's child that you moved on from this relationship and you're with this other person still in the mix. And people are judging us because of those things they do. You shouldn't stoop that low.
Maybe most single mothers, what they are doing are planning nagamba haka school fees ngenda zijawe enfuluma bwenti plan byerichi abamba like I saw one side zeyo echira nga yatandika okuplanninga like for a whole year nga yapangisa somewhere nayingizaamu obuntu mpola naye ng'ate mu form afterwards n'alyoka afuluma n'abaana n'alyoka ayingira ewuwe naye ng'akiplaniza naye waliwo abamu nga tebakiruka bulungi
nga tokiplaniza nti byebyo okusalirawo mu busungu before you walk out okay mukyali mwenna tanagaana kuwa mmere tanagaana kulabirira abaana be takkuba okay but you feel oli mu toxic relationship.
Yes.
If you can now start thinking straight and think of your future, that is when ideally I always tell women, you can also build yourself a house. There's a friend of mine, I know Mwana, Alina sickle cells, Mwana Emoradde. Now yes, she's also a carrier. But I know she's a carrier. She's a sickler. Sickler was a carrier.
No, carrier ne carrier basobola okuzaala.
sickler.
Yes. Yes.
But she's a carrier. She's a carrier. Now there's a time when Namugamba Konga, she's renting, she's very beautiful, but things are not working out because mwana. The world judges us in a very weird way. Omukazi alina abaana tolina gy'ogenda mutwala because ajja kubaddayo eri ew'omusajja oba ono omwana nenaamukuza bwebale wenaakuza ono omwana tajja nakunsiima family z'abo abasajja batera obbagamba lwaki oba oleeta omukyala alina abaana so we are judged in that way ne mugamba kati society olwa gye tulimu tuzadde abaana lwaki tofuna awantu w'ozimba akayumba at least you have a good job you're okay you're happy you've moved on relationship eri wagireka. Right now, she is very happy. She did that. Never been to be renting. She now built a very big flat. Thank you. Because I didn't think I would do this. Nani njagala nze. Buli muntu yenna mukyala watuukiroga nti nzadde omwana bina. Teri muntu azala nga ayagala kubeera yekka. Aba ayagala atandike family. Teri muntu agala kangende njajaamye nzaale ngende. Naye kiba kizze. So in that situation, kyegambe ne wali nti healing. Then plan better for your life. Nti bweba biganye yadde you're in a relationship bina you're married it's okay beerayo n'akantu ko ku side kisinga biba bityo biganye you have a fallback position togenda kudda nti mbya rent togenda kudda kangene nsula ke waddodo mugenda kuyomba mugenda kubeera mwena mutandika okwekyawa. It is what we were talking about yesterday. Nti your friend will come to you because ayina ebizibu alowooza muli ba mukwano but ekimanyi buli obeera n'omuntu mwawukana naye bw'oba waplaninga n'oga okay fine inayo obuyimba wange obwabapangisa kati tena nti nja muwa 3 months prior akimanye nti avaamu eno biganye kangende ntandika obulamu obuli decent n'abaana bano okitegeera. Yes.
Wow.
aba ayagala it's intentional.
There's something you talked about Abazadde, trending topic. You said for you in your mind, it's like as if you're also on Irene's side. There's a lot of favoritism at home. So you told us you have 2 kids, remember? So how do you balance? Like I don't understand. Like where do you think this favoritism comes from? It stems from like all those. Omwana omu aba afaanana taata we nga taata we yakola bubi omwana munyiigira I don't know
abazadde abamu babeera n'ebintu ebyo
batataga favoringo nengamba kati kamukyawe njagala oli so I got to understand like why is it there's always favoritism and I don't know why and abamu bagamba sometimes abazadde baba tebamali they are favoring a certain child I don't know how to that
abaana bonga abaana you start feeding it. If I come into this space, nyinza okumanya bina tanjagala, todo tanjagala, oba there is that. Omuzadde yenna bw'oba tayagala mwana era kirabika. You've heard of women that have given birth n'agaana okuyonsa omwana.
Yeah.
Nga omusajja yamunyiiziza naye n'akizza ku mwana. Ekintu ekyo si kirungi, honestly. Naye nga it happens in so many families. Tusanze nga abazadde balinayo omwana ali favorite. Bamba nga bali bonna babiri nga taata alinamu omwana gwa favoringa. Ne mama nga alina omwana gwasinga okwagala. Why I do not understand. Maybe me I do not see it because I accepted to raise my children nga be bombi. Era when Dominic does something to Patricia, I sit them down. Ne mbagamba mugenda kufunayo muganda wammwe omulala. Era bwe balwananga nnyo nga mbateeka mu t-shirt emu nga mbagamba mulwane nga mbambaza t-shirt yange because you come from me. Okitegeera it is nice not trick. Right. Yeah, bateeke mu t-shirt balwane kale bagwe. They will fall together. I always tell them nti muli ki ekyomuzadde gw'olina okukiteekawo gw'olina okukikulizaamu abaana. Tukimanyina nnyo mu Buganda wano bagamba nti waliwo eddagala abakyala lye bakola nga bafumbira abaana baabwe okubagatta. Bw'oba ovudde mu relationship eno n'ogenda n'abaana n'ofuna omusajja n'akwagala n'ozaalayo abaana abalala kiyinzika okuba nti omusajja yesu akuggyeko ennaku n'otandika okunyiigira abaana bano n'otandika okubateekako obusungu oba okitegeera tebalina kye bagenda kuba nakyo oba tebalina kye baleeta ate bonoona ebintu by'omusajja oba okitegeera there's a way most women feel. That's why me I don't want to infringe myself in that situation because you're going to start compromising eno balina okundaba nina okubeera omulungi eno sirina kulaga nti bano abaana bensinga okwagala. Women have that usually a lot. Naye bw'obanga naawe olina woyimiridde nga kituufu oli mukyala naawe olina woyimiridde ng'olinamu kasente bwe toyinza bituukako okitegeera. Naye in these scenarios of abazadde balina okulekera awo ebintu by'okuba nga basosola abaana bakikola nnyo.
I talked to some parents and they said waliwo a child nga either ali bright in class, then there are others nga you see they care like nga goyangu okutuma n'aleeta ebyo nga tinobeera waawe emputu buso ogenda okulaba ng'oli yakwanguyira katono gwotatuma n'awulira nga atali favored. Ekyo baŋŋamba I don't know.
Kimu era buli muntu ali special in their own way. Buli muntu alina kyasobola, buli muntu alina kyatasobola. Naye kyegambye wali mu upbringing gw'omuzadde oba omaze okunotisinga abaana bw'oba ozadde omwana otegeera nti ono akwatisa left ono wa right. Naye bw'aba alina okulyemera alina kukozesa right. How do I bring you back in the line that I want? Mpozi ng'omwana oba omuneglectinze ng'omusuuliridde ate then after otandika omublaminga later. Naye bw'oba ng'otandise okuba ng'olaba omwana ono nti waliwo ekikyamu kyakoze ono munne akola bw'ati batereeze bombi. Yadde omwana ono wajja naye mu bufumbo ng'oli si wa mu bufumbo ng'ogenda bagatta okkiriza nti bano abaana bonna babo bakulize mu maka ago they will not even know. They will not even know nti nno ono omwana bakituyita mujja na nnyina.
That is true. My mother knows Nendabanga she was sexually harassed nga child muto bacho bayita
molested.
Yes, molested. So nengamba abantu abagenda n'abaana would you advise? I handled a case so ne police station eyatataata ne bakikola ki tata yafunisa abaana b'abawala embuto
nga babe oba nga ba mukyala
omu ngasooka babe omukyala yanoba
nze bannange nze nakyensi nava ku nsi eno bina
nze babadde nteesa nti tubateeke mu kifo nga tata asobola okuaccessinga ne mama nga
tata nno waba ayagala okuaccessinga kitegeerekeka nti n'ogamba kyegambye kali
kutambula nabo
kenkugambye kali nti bina family tetukyalina family kyo tukikkirize. Me when I saw how people are beating Irene and talking about Irene abantu baagala tufe depression abantu b'ekika kyaffe bamanyi nnyo engeri gye batukuza. I do not want to put myself, but I've been there. I've been there, growing up without your parents, growing up with your grandparents, and meeting your mother again. She has another family. I know what that woman has gone through. Ne family yenyine tuketsera oyo bodeka nga you're the black sheep. Ne chotakoze gwobo ino chikola. Ne katonda na favoring, and then people start hating you, and they do not want us to come out and actually express this. Bagalanyo tulina okuuma ekitiibwa kyawaka maama tasobya maama talina kukola bw'ati, but it is wrong. It is wrong.
Do you think sometimes even this parent abanga they are moving her on
nga yakuleta na by mistake nga tewali planned wawulidde this guy that they shot nga bamubuuza nti what if someone comes and rapes you n'ofuna olubuto, do you have an abortion or what? It also starts from the brain, from the mind. It's not what the society is telling you. Ogenda kuza ono omwana otandika okumuteekako obukyaayi of what happened to you. Maybe the story will also come out of jakutuuka kubuuza, who is my father? How do you start bringing up the story? If you're burying it, bury it. If you're having a child and you have accepted, you're going to take the fall, take that child in omwagale ng'omwana ali nomo. It happened. Naye okuzza obusungu n'obuzza ku mwana tekikola. Kale mbadde nkugamba bina nti tetukyalina family. Nze era mbeerawo ne ngamba Katonda, if I passed on today, who is going to be there for my kids? Because nze nga nze omuntu, I don't have a fallback position. My mother can still not do anything for me because she has not done anything for me. Taata w'abaana bano yatambula nga omu mulina mu lubuto. They have literally no bond whatsoever. Katonda bw'aba kusaasidde n'ofuna omulimu omulungi n'ozimbayo ennyumba yo somewhere, tulina ba caretakers abalungi. Abantu si balungi naye ennaku zino tufunye opportunity nti waliyo cameras, you can install cameras. Nfa ky'okukwata abaana obazza simaka mbatwala mama wange mu kyalo gye bagenda okukubira abaana b'empi kubanga toweereza ssente mu budde ez'okulya kubanga tokoze eki, bateeke wali bw'oba owulira ng'oyagagenda mu relationship, go alone. If this man really wants them, ajja kujjanga mu bakyalire. or avoiding bino smile, this man touched my daughter on the breast, because people do things.
Yes, I do.
Someone has come into your life from acceptance, and then the demon will come. The devil always comes in, you know.
So you say, if I'm a single mother and I get someone
Who loves you and wants you.
me, whether he has kids or not, I rather go alone. And leave
Go
the kids
alone.
somewhere.
Yeah. Leave the children in a safer place to avoid these kinds of things.
But even for them to connect with the dad, like they say, look for a place that is convenient for the dad to also come in.
Ati bw'aba ayagadde Bina, waliwo abatambula nga takyayagala kumanya, tagenda kudda.
Taliyo.
Omusajja tagenda kudda. Bina, I have not seen
Kubanga
an
thanks.
Then I give you this from my personal experience. Oba kitegeera.
Thank you.
Because I've not even seen a sign of somebody wanting to do what? There are those people that walk and leave and go. So abantu kibateeka namu. Put them in a place, omanyi you're going to access them. If the new daddy really wants them, and then I will watch that. You know he's actually caring. Maybe he actually wants to genda fenna.
I'll take the rule that you recommend us for that.
Nemba muwa.
Rule that one, yes. Like I'm painting a picture. Since you're saying me, I should move into that marriage alone. So what if there's a scenario where the dad is married? Would you allow that? Would you do that?
I wouldn't.
Why?
I wouldn't let another woman raise my kids when I'm alive.
Then that means you have to either question you have
Namely, there are some stepmothers who are good as told.
Yes, there are those very good stepmothers. Naye teri muntu agenda kwagalira mwana wo nga ggwe amuzadde. Aye teri mwana.
Why don't you love the then?
Kyekyo kye nkugambye nti waliwo bano abeera nga tayagala tasobola kukireka nga akkiriza yes nga ye ayagala tebaawukana bali bati ne love ayagala kuba na musajja. Then ng'abaana tubaleka awantu bw'aba kituufu ng'ali in their lives. I'm talking about bano abaana right now benjogerako nga gwe maama onsanze era n'abaana bange. You want to take me? Okay?
I understand. There's a scenario that Tata Wabana bo achali mulani. Whether he moves, yeah, either moving on. I'm saying, what if the what if unless that communicate na musajja, what if musajja agamba njagala abaana baleti. So why say no? But this is their dad in my mind. Never tata baby. But I'm saying, why don't you just benefit of that doubt? Never what tata for starters.
Kidependinga ku musajja oyo because bw'oba obadde n'omuntu mwetegeera. Me, I personally, I wouldn't let the father of my kids take them. Why? Yes. Kyegambye nti scenarios zaawukana. But wemba mwayawukana bulungi ng'omusajja yamuvinga on ng'olaba nti bali a bit teyali mubi ng'ayagala abaana, osobola obba mwana ogenda mu bufumbo bwo. Naye bw'aba taliiwo nga you're going into this relationship, maybe omusajja takkiriza baana bo, yadde oba abakkiriza, tosooka genda n'abaana bano n'obatwala mu bufumbo eyo. Gwe genda bibyo. Go and visit your kids. You can always drive and abakazi babawasa naye nga bunakutava waabwe gyali ekyemisana gyali ekyeggulu. You can still have time with your kids. Noddayo wa mu bufumbo bwo. As time grows, bond eyinza okugrowing nga nolaba maybe at some point and accept tuzimbye okay fine abaana kabajje. Naye bino you're starting a relationship, you're infringing this man to accept your kids and love them. It's okay, yes, he knows you have kids, akwagadde nga bw'oli. Tobaleeta n'otandika bamuteeka mu picture mu face.
So katato ekyobayizekyo abazadde abakoziga bana abaana okuyita ono babafunye taata whatever tata. The scenarios where I'm moving n'abaana bo. Do you second that, like ono mwite tata?
No, I don't. Just like when I am with my kids, they'll come and say hi. I think she told you, hi, Miss Bina. They don't even call people auntie anymore because people have had our children. Because on say uncle, or daddy, abaana atandika okufuna ebizibu n'abantu abo because bw'otuukira okunneminga uncle kitegeeza mbeera kibeera close. Naye ng'ate honestly tolina uncle. Bwenvaawo ogenda kukola bintu bitafaananika. So abaana bano temubakkiriza kuyita ba strangers, auntie, your friends, auntie, let them be aunt.
No, not a stranger. And that means in your life at that point.
No, it's not right. It's not right. Do not let them call him daddy.
Okay, they call him what? Okay, I don't know. By the name, Tata. Because there's a scenario where boys are not kuzalira makaga.
Era bw'ogenda kuzaalirayo abaana tebafuuka baawo. Tebafuuka baawo. We can always find something. Sir, good evening, sir. You okay? Welcome back. Mpola. But sir is better.
Kiringa bali abagamba house helpers.
Kubanga ono bwana agenda. Nani anajja naye anafuuka daddy oba uncle. Abaana bagenda getting confused.
Maybe uncle, but uncle is...
Uncle nedda. Kigambo uncle tukimisuse nze. Uncle should really be family.
Hey, your brother's no, your husband's brother.
Yes.
According respect to the man.
Abeere sir. Hello sir. Welcome back. You're fine, yes. Akuyise yes sir. Kijja.
Omwana omuto.
Bina. Tubaddeko ne scenarios nga abasajja abamu bagadde abaana n'ojja n'omwana n'amwaga. Yes, hello sir. How are you sir? You're fine. Ye nyini that bond etandika okujja bonga bo. Ojja kulanga batandise okufunawo maybe what they want to actually call themselves. That man can say, call me this, call me by this. Naye gwe call him that. It's not right. N'omwana kiyinza omuyisa obwe abaana abamu teboogera bye bino n'afuna depression. Kubanga wanforcing ogamba omusajja ono taata wange si ye taata wange. Byebisinga n'oleetera bano abaana okwagala okuddayo amanyire ddala kitaawe. Mr. Sir.
Mr. naye abeera Abantu ndaba abakyala abasinga abafumba baga Mr.
Mr. Tanzikiriza genda out. Nina okusooka nensaba Mr. Permission ngende. Kikola. Naye abaana otandika obbakiriza okuyita buli ono bwana agenda nga naye afuuka daddy. No, naye afuuke uncle.
Uncle number 2. Like Mr. What?
Mr. Sir. Hey, Mr. Sir. Mr. Sir. Abaana because omusajja waba honestly simubi naye nga atandise okubanga ayagadde omwana we batandika okufuna bond. You've had people nga bagenda n'okuzannya n'abaana. Later maybe atandika okay, call me by this. Bwe tugenda mu public maybe call me by this. Naye nga si gwe okireese. Kitandikide ku both the relationship how it's bonding nga gwe watuuka n'omwagala manya wakazi to dating love honey be cheap because that is what you're feeding, so let it come naturally from a child and this person and they bond and see how they're going to address themselves.
So you'll be okay when the man says call me that.
I will still talk to my child and ask him or her, are you really comfortable calling this man your father?
Called by my name.
Exactly. Yeah.
If a 3-year-old Pax, hi.
Yeah.
Ka respect ako.
Anti kati awo kanyini kajja kujja.
Brother Pax.
Hi bro.
Hi bro.
Wana gagamba hi bro Pax.
And your respect is earned.
What they told you.
Kajusi kagaucho kali kati.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I think you're right.
That's
Nice watermelon. Yeah.
nice, huh?
Yeah, it is. So munange ebintu ebyo kankubula ebitu confusinga naffe abakyala. Jozaira omwana omuntu n'agenda obeera mu confused life. Obeera n'abaana nga nabo bali confused. So
Kati then single parents, like abamu, they take batwala abazadde, they take them to the family court. Police. Would you advise like tata w'abaana okumutwala ku police lwakubatalabirira abaana lwakubatasasula oba it's best notwala wa maama?
oh God. Omanyi lwaki
babamu ne babasiba.
Zabina, I have done things.
Then okugenda okulaba nga essente oli agamba I can only afford 5,000 shillings buli week.
I have done things and I regret 1,000 times plus. When my daughter was born, definitely cesarean, I had to foot my bills. Ndayesere omwana ewaka yetaaga ekyokulya. This person is not there. Nkuzizza abaana ne ntuuka ekiseera nga the boy is going to school. I am not working. WBS has closed. Siina kiddako. Omwana waali ntandisewo business naye tebugatta. Omwana yeetaaga okusoma. I get all my money, take my boy to school. omuwala atuuse okusoma mpulira nga binzitoyeeko that's around time ya covid ebintu byonna nabifa ne ngamba naye omanyi let me go to this guy's home. Got my auntie, got my uncle, tugenze ewaabwe kugetiyo yaabwe ewaabwe. It was raining, they locked us at the gate. I felt so bad. I cried that day like I've never cried. Because I didn't cry, this guy has walked out. But it hurts. Tossing me out with his kids. I said, Domani, let me go to police. My sister used to work in Chira. So I went to police and finally those top guys that looking for him, the RDC, the mayor of Chira, because it's literally almost home. Everyone is doing their best. Then to Kubanga, they are calling me to different offices with my kids.
Oh.
It was so bad. You're at police where, because bakugama no muntu avudde mu komera yetaga okunaaba eddaga. I felt like I am cursing my kids taking them there. I always tell my kids I am really sorry. I wish we didn't go this far. Chegamente, if you accept and live in acceptance kino tekigenda kukola notakola bintu bigenda ku embarrassing. I felt so bad. I wouldn't advise any woman because karma is a bitch. It is going to eventually come back to that person.
What did you say?
Karma is a bitch. Karma is a bitch, honestly. Because nebona kolotya Katonda ono ensozi tezisisinka naye tujja kwesanga. Abaana bano bagenda kula tebafudde. Time is going to come also okufuna accident. You can get an illness. Anything can happen. Bobo okyali mulamu abaana bano oyinza okutuuka ekiseera ng'obeetaaga. How are you going to look at them? Oba singa tuba tutuuse mu kwembarassinga bakusibye onkyayidde ddala bagenda mu court. Nagamba nze nina 50,000 sina kyonoonya. But because you're feeling so njagala mu punishing njagala bamuteekayokko bamutaddeyo and then what? Amaanyi ago nagulira nenga singa kale nagagenze mu katale n'enkola. Why would I do this?
Why didn't you go to their family members? To
the family chambers. First, we have a law firm in the family. But nobody was even supporting this. But because in the
a family, a police.
God. Because nobody is ever going to help you. Because the police never mufuna satisfaction eno ogifuna tekigenda kuraawe era ojja kutuuka guy. Why did I waste my energy? Agambe agenda sasula 50,000. But how much have you put in backtrack is omusajja bamulese bamusibye? Omuforsinze atandise okwetamira ddala. Why don't you just let it go? And better yourself, work for your children. Because at some point bajja kwesanga. Teri muntu agenda kwekweka wansi wa musana ng'okyali mu nsi muno. Togenda kwekweka wansi wa musana. Yes. Yeah. Nakukyayiramu nateekako omwana obusungu omuforsinze mugenze mu kooti omwembarasinze tekikola muleke ensi ejja mudiringa naye. Ensi ediringa n'omuntu oyo.
Olwo kati ate mulimu scenario nga tebagenda wa jjajja waabwe, like on the side of the man. Would you ever so had no gambo why since the tabatuteyo nze kamba twale ku sekukulu manyi they always gather there. Let me take my children.
Yeah, if it's in good faith, nebamanya ekika kyabwe baba naba accepting. It's okay. But still with your instructions if you can be there. Ola agamba omukazi alina akajanja alese n'abaana. If they do not accept you, totwale baana. Abaana bajja kukula ekituufu. Abaana bakula neetwala. Yadde kibi nnyo genda ku kikango okuze you have no one to relate to. I have these cousins sibamanyi bakulabanga stranger tekinyuma naye ensi society awo etutuusiza ebintu bibi.
So babe omusajja bw'aba agaanye nze neesitule ngende.
You try.
Ngende
You try. Nze abaana bange buli kimu kye tuyiseemu bakimanyi. Buli kimu bakirabye.
Family y'omusajja.
Bokuba accepting. Kiba
kivuddemu okubatwalayo nabo ne babalaba lwampaka.
Obatwala ne babalaba n'ovaayo bagamba era eventually batandika okunyumya emboozi nze me when my father had me anzala nga ali over 19. Of course my mother was really young. Naye aga oli omukazi yajjanga n'aleetanga omwana babyogera n'oba nga toli stranger batandika nebya DNA. It is embarrassing kutandika okutwala ku DNA kugina emyaka okumanya ddala oba oli waawano.
Watrending akwekyo ne kaakati
abantu banyiiga abasajja. Naye abantu bagamba mazima bino tubibagamba nti twagala oba balabisa. We want you to better your path. Do the right things. Ebintu bino bitagenda bavumaganya. Oba okitegeera tetubyogerako tubalabisa oba someone said labono Malaya. I laughed and said omanyi. Did you see that comment? No. A man You didn't see it on the.
He should have told me and I delete it.
It
There are
is
so
there.
many
It
comments.
is there. Nze tebinuma. Nzojja kumpita Malaya naye. I am working hard to raise your children. I am working hard to look after these kids so they do not lack osudde obuvunaanyizibwa bwabo. Basajja bannammwe mbeera nabo mabala ne mubata you do not advise them well. Someone is working and saying the truth, and then you're so bad mouthing them, calling them things, writing comments. It is not right. But webuuze tutuuse ate amanyi just kulaba clips naye wuliriza emboozi bw'etambudde. Yes, wuliriza emboozi bw'etambudde weetuusawo, then you can comment. Then muyambeeko basajja bannammwe okubeera better. If you're a better man, you're looking after your family, you're doing the right things, musajja munno mu advising amazima temubalekerera kubanga bongera kuswaza kitonde kisajja.
Conversation is very nice. I love the seriousness of the conversation because you really think deep, but on like a lighter note. The same book of Irene, if you have a girl, yeah. So she talks about elongation or labia elongation. In your mind, in this day and age, would you talk to her like? Do you even have to get into that business of moving on with her life, or you talk to her by the way, there's this thing you can choose to do it or not. So what if they ask you? What if she asks you? Because they always ask me, but she goes at school. Then I talk to Jerry. I never blah 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 blah. Entengo those days streets. So I'm wondering, you no man, are you gonna engage her in that conversation, or when she brings it up, you can always say her, no, you know what, make your own decision. I don't know what to think.
I'm going to give you you said on a lighter. I'll not give you a lighter note. I'm going to give you this because I'm in the same situation right now.
She's asking you?
No, she's not asking me. But my daughter now has started getting boobs. I was scared. I asked my doctor, is it right? She's just 8. How can she have boobs? Nangamba, yes, because of your fertility, your child is going to be like that. My son has the same. Scenario. I've never been a boy, so I do not know those changes. Who do I revert to? Either my friend, a male, or the doctor himself.
The good thing nowadays, there are even doctors.
Exactly. Kati waliwo ebintu byabatuuka ne mu class bye basoma. She hasn't. Naye wano wetuli nti now the boy ali mu P5. Batandika okusoma ku reproductive system obimanyi ebyo. These things are now going to start happening. They're going to actually come. I am really scared. Tugenda kutuukawo. When I read about that, when I heard about it, someone is going to talk to them and tell them, "Mwana kuno mugamo ina akavubuka funa amazzi g'emmere ago oyisemaga abuuza bituyamba ki fedde batugamba nga n'obuuza bituyamba ki nga bakuba oluyi kubanga n'abaana b'ennaku zino bali very inquisitive. What is this going to help me with? Natunudde ne ngamba at that age omwana wange naye kitegeeza anaatera 10 anaaba anaatera. The things I will not do to my kids when the time is right. What time is right? Ngafuukidde ddala teenager, maybe like 18. 18, that is the age is nsuubira nti kati omwana maybe they want to date. Maybe there's it is too young. You cannot
start. You know, like when you grow older,
yes,
it delays.
It delays your
no like doing it when you're 18, it's better when you're young. That's what they say.
I wouldn't do it to my child. Kubanga tuyise mu mbeera zino twasomedda physics nolaba ebintu byasomanga byakuyamba bituyambye ki. Why would I put my child there?
Because yes, I
don't know. Maybe I had it at school. Maybe this case that is when we'll sit down and discuss it.
Because at universities they always do. At least at Nkumba University they did.
Exactly. Kati now all the time you menstrual again kutandika. That I am very ready thinking now. Okay, now when this happens, this is when we're going to sit down and discuss about. When it happens, that is when we should discuss about it, but not because the society is saying this. Script. Ebitino bichusa abaana b'ennaku zino bakula mangu obwongo buli very sharp. When you start touching them there, then they start having those. What are you insinuating? What are you putting in this child's brain?
Okay, so what if she asks you what
war?
Because she has to ask you very soon, meanwhile. Because me, I knew about them, and they were primary. So what will you say?
That is when we'll sit down and talk about it. Nja mugamba all the advantages and the disadvantages of those things.
What are the advantages?
The advantages of them, they said a woman is nice. Simanya woman, you're pleasing your husband. Nja muga nange we bangamba. But the disadvantages, tetulina kye tufunyemu. I am here raising you alone. Techina chechigatako. Techina chenafuna. There's no man that's going to come from heaven and fall because I did these things. There are so many women that are very happy, comfortably married, men giving them everything. I don't have those things, so it's not a guarantee because if I don't have them, no. I'm going to treat them but tisa. But tisanga nyam so I got put you small mustensani, they put small there minute and the chicken. You know that?
My ex-boyfriend yangamba, you'll thank me later. Nangamba otherwise tugenda kuleta wano enkoko.
Ndoza owulira.
Nangamba nti it's best njagala omuntu addako akusange amanye nti boyfriend at least ko nange obeere ng'olina kyewanjigirako. Like
that is manipulating somebody really.
But I think it was good. Omulala asirika n'agenda. But this one opened up. Nagamba, you know what? Nze nva mu tribe bweti, you need to do this. My first boyfriend, Nagamba, didn't your parents tell you
Did you ever find somebody else, Nagamba, why did you even do these things?
No. What are you even talking about? Nabanga abanyambula.
Sikwambula, but we're having the right conversation. Abantu baganya okwekweka. I always tell people, temagala gamba bana bamwe bintu ebimu. Bwaba atuse n'akubuuza ekintu.
Yes.
Have a keen eye ku mwana wo, just to get what changes. I even had when a child loses their virginity, you as a parent, you feel it. But you can feel maybe when your child passes on, also that pain like cramps and everything, bazadde bafe, abakulu baba feel it bagamba, like our judges.
That depends on the bond. Jorina, if it's a close bond between the two of you, it can happen. That's what I'm thinking. Because I remember when I was going through a challenge and my mom was in the US. Aside said it's 3 a.m. in the night. Yankubire simu like namanyand. Gadnemugama, no, I'm fine. Nagama, are you sure? So we ambuzo goksa tunakaba buka.
Exactly.
So but it depends on the bond between the two of you.
Yes.
Bwebanga it is strong, they can always get to know that you're not
close eye kano nti omwana wange leero atambula atya omwana wange you can tell atanana kugamba kintu
abakyala babeera bali busy
tunoonya ssente otandise naye tunoonya ssente ng'ensi bwe tuttira abaana noonya ssente naye funa n'obudde obulaba abaana bano. Yes,
sure. It's very true. Kituufu there was something else kyembadde njagala n'okubuuza. Waliwo kyoyogedde ne njagala nkikubuuze nkyera.
Bibeera bingi ebyaffe tebiggwayo naye nga honestly speaking kino ekyokuba nti abantu bagamba nti abazadde okusosola abaana ekintu ekyo si kirungi ate it's really happening in so many families era musanga nga abantu bangi baawukanye ng'omwana yave wakati ayagala nakuddawo because of how you raise those children. Engeri gye wafunamu bano bafavourite n'abatali bafavourite abadde baplanning okikola baba bakikoze. It is not right.
The thing about choosing a school for a child, a single and also a mixed school, which one do you think is better?
For a single and a
mixed.
Why do we even still have single schools in Uganda? Why do we still have those single schools in Uganda? Umuntu waba agenda kusoma oba father agende musomera asoma oba father. Baba agenda kubeera munani agende there. Naye having because batugana ebisiyagala bagamba it is not accepted here in Uganda. Abaana mbaleke ba mingling because baba abantu betwagenda nko kusomero nga baleeta abaana ba single sex school naye ngo abalina amaddu bali excited they're seeing boys like abaana mubaleke ba mingling na different sex. Yes. Different genders baleme kubanga batuuka eno wabweru ali excited abaana batomera
ne ku social oba outing ezo parties ng'ogenda okulaba bambi ng'omulenzi azina squeeze
webale
kananga ho
bichabuka naye bw'aba badde aba it's normal becoming a normal.
So a mixed school yesinga
mixed school is better because there's a lot to talk about, there's lots of things to relate to that.
And how about
even in the society we are living in tukola tetukola na only tulina office z'abakyala bokka ne office z'abasajja bokka ekiwali okirabyeyo. So why not the single schools man lwaki zikyaliyo?
He may Bale Francis Ainache Angamba Mkama Msasile Biamsobako. May he rest in peace. But he said something about Omwana Baba Inachayo Gede water, and that is where the conversation starts. Wakubuza what is kissing. Bonga wabaya kuwadde naye sigwe okuteeka wali kugamba nti nno munnange kino kigenda kubeera
what time when tuuka ne ngamba abaana, especially now that you have a house help, no later house help, no mugamba, if this person never touches you here, let me know, because there are dangers. Oh yes, there is this and that. Ne mugamba nti if someone ever does this to you, there is what they call HIV. When people have HIV, it is on phone. Do you want to look like this? If you keep quiet and something like this happens to you, you're going to die like this. And even omutiisa n'omunnyonnyola waliwo ebyo ebibeera light by'olina okuba ng'ogamba omwana. Make them your friends, that in case of anything, omwana yajja kusobola okurelayinga with you.
Now the challenge is abaana batandise ogamba, I have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend.
At school. Babagamba nnyo, this is your boyfriend, this is your girlfriend. Era nabuuza muwala wange, me I have 2 boyfriends. I said, eh? And then like it was a shock. I have girlfriends, I have boyfriends. But those are just your friends. Don't put boyfriend, don't put say girlfriend. I have friends. Just like you always see me with my friends. But don't put the boy, because this means someone that is so deep in you. Are they so close to you? No. So now they know the difference.
Nayo when my kids never in nursery, I have my boyfriend. Then your conversation, they don't never matter.
Kugambye yoleke yennyini eri mu nsi muno mulimu sitaani mu nsi. Omwana omusanga nga ali mu secondary school nga wakomawe waka naga I'm going to go out with my friends. Naye nze nasangako my teenager, I've been having my friends' kids at my home. She was in Dubai working. A teenager. Nemulekere esimu to chat with her friends. The messages I saw nagwawo ekigo. Abaana bamanyi ebintu. Omwana omusindika agenda kusobola naye nga ate naye alina kyali mu kukola. Waliwo ebintu bali perfecting okusinga ffe. Ngagamba for you, you can see this person. You don't have to be dry. You can buy this. Abaana bamanyi ne mukwana abaana bamanyi ebintu. So
I kati enaku nti wewali ne exposure ya social media.
Exactly.
Yennyini ebasomesa so nga ndozo oli abeera
ayina kusomesa omwana bajja okubuuza ebintu ebyo just abayisaako kana mama ngo bagenda kunnimba. Yeah, they're just looking for a confidence, somebody to actually relate and talk to these things.
That's sex talk, because it has to come up now, no matter force that you do that.
Not now. Not now. She's just 8. At 18 years, we'll have that.
But even in such having that, those things for 18.
Yes, I know. 14 years, abana bazala abana. 13 years, they do. But just like I'm saying, the more closeness I have for my kids, with that I can always tell when, because now I told you about the breast thing coming. That scared me. So the next thing I am waiting for are menstruals. Exactly now. Exactly. But gyms, all those things are going to come. So when that time comes, that is when you should always talk to those kids about those things.
That's word to the single mothers that keep saying on social media, Christian dimension, what is your thoughts? Like the last words, do they keep quiet, let other people live their lives and make mistakes? I don't know.
Abasajja tugenda kubakoowa because ekitonde ekisajja kirina okubeerawo mu nsi. Abasajja bano oluusi lwe twogererako obubi, si bonna tugenda bajudginga. Let's not judge people in the same way. Let us crucify gwe baleese ne bagamba nti ono yakoze kino gwe tujja okukuba, naye not everybody is that bad. So ideally me I always tell people, let's take each day as it comes. Love these people, understand them, but abasajja bennyini bebagenda n'okuwa tactic okutegeera abasajja abalala. Because men tell you, the man will always tell you what he wants you to know. Naye ffe noga ngenda kulemezaamu omusajja, naye omubuuza n'omugamba naye manyi I'm talking this guy is saying this. Omusajja yagenda okunnyonnyola, set a thief to catch a thief. Okitegeera. So single parents, if you've had an issue with this person, si bonna. Tokiteeka ku bonna. temukuba nnyo basajja kubatuusa awo, mubaagale mubeere nabo, let's mingle with them. Hey, there are some very good men, very good. Men are very good people. Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you so much.
It was such a very good talk.